Hey guys, welcome back to Attack on Titan World. How has your week been? How's your 2 weeks been? There wasn't one last week, of course. Unfortunately, I lost the audio to it, right? I fucked up. I just straight up didn't record the audio, basically. But I didn't have time to re-record it. So I just didn't have time to re-record it. It was Easter, as you guys know. It was Easter. It was my birthday, and it was also my brother's birthday. So with all the interruptions and with kids being off of school and whatnot, I didn't have any time to get around to doing it again. I'm sorry about that, but hey, here we are. How have you been? How have we been? I've spent a good amount of time. I said that I spent what little time I could rendering, rendering and uploading some stuff, and just playing some Ni no Kuni, playing a little bit of Ni no Kuni here and there. I really like that game. I really like Ni no Kuni. I think it's really good. Although I do think it has a few issues. The issues being one of the issues being voice acting. Voice acting in that game is it's so bizarre, right? So for those of you who don't know, Ni no Kuni was the first Ni no Kuni was done by Level 5 and Studio Ghibli, right? Level 5 and Studio Ghibli. The second game is not done by Studio Ghibli, and you can tell. I mean that you can really tell that it's not done by Studio Ghibli at all, and that's upsetting. But it's the voice acting is just like, huh? Or crikey, and then it's a whole sentence, and those words might not even be a part of it, and it's so irritating. And especially when it's like, I know Bandai can afford it. I know Bandai, I'm not fucking stupid. I know Bandai can afford full voice acting or some shit. Like, get it done. I feel like they could have afforded it very simply. They already had voice actors. Some cutscenes are just voiced for whatever reason. I have no idea why. My other issue with it is the base building is complete boring. Basically, you just click on a thing and you get it. That's it. That's the whole thing. I was kind of just hoping for some just some sort of creation of my design. You know what I mean? Like putting buildings where I want to put them or stuff like that. Anything like that would have gone a long way, but the way they did it, I can understand why they probably wouldn't want to do it that way, because it would probably be a bit more difficult. But yeah, it was a pain. It was just a pain in the ass to just do it, because I don't want to build the kingdom. Basically, like usually I'm all about kingdom building. I love kingdom building. I love the Fallout 4 thing. I love building a house in Skyrim. I love all that sort of shit. But I'm not about this. It's just there's just no creation of my own design in there. This doesn't exist. Just doesn't exist. But anyway, going outside of that, outside of Ni no Kuni, those are the only two problems with it. I adore the game and its combat system, and the rest of it. I think it's really adorable in some regards. So it's pretty good. I'd say it's enjoyable and worth getting, but there definitely is some annoyances and some faults. But I'm sure I went off on Ni no Kuni there when I should have been telling you guys we are doing a new item. We're doing the Almighty Staff. That's right, we're doing the Almighty Staff, which is going to be, of course. Hello? Hello? I'll tell you my fortune. Sure. Zah, bad luck. Should probably get the hell out of here. What the fuck? That's the worst fucking thing. I can't believe it went down by 5. Okay. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, so we're using a new staff. We're using the almighty staff, and this is going to be for Screen Nuke. As, well, Screen Nuke needs a weapon. Screen Nuke needs a weapon as well. Last week, I attempted to start a new weapon. I attempted to start Misty's weapon, but it just wasn't quite good enough. I wasn't liking how quickly it was going up or anything like that. I was like, this is actually kind of shitty. So I decided what would be best. Where are they attacking? They're attacking down there. Alright. I decided it would probably be best if we started a new weapon. So the Mighty Staff is the one we're doing now, and hopefully we will come across a weapon that we can steal to level up for Misty. That's basically where I'm at right now. There we go. Cleared that stage. Like a pro. Cool boy. But so, what has been happening over the weeks? Over the 2 weeks that have gone. Easter? How was your Easter? Did you guys enjoy Easter? Did you get a whole bunch of chocolatey Easter eggs? I did. I guess. I got like 2. I got 2 eggs and a bunny. And I'm not ashamed to say that I ate that bunny in its entirety. Because I'm a monster. It's a good bunny. Tastes good. In any case. I had a lovely birthday. Thank you very much. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I won't go too much into that because I don't know. I don't really like my birthday. I don't really like talking about it. But it happened and it was nice, I guess. Thank you. So what is happening on the channel and what is happening in gaming? That's an interesting question. Spyro was showed off, finally. Activision showed off Spyro the Reignited Trilogy, and I personally cannot wait. I cannot wait to play Spyro again. It's super cool that they're doing this. I guess they didn't spearhead this, did they? Like, Crash Bandicoot obviously spearheaded this, and then they were like, oh, you know what, actually, let's do, wait, is Crash Bandicoot still owned by Activision? It could be, you know. Anyway, more importantly, Crash Bandicoot obviously did it first, and it did it very successfully and very well. In fact, I love the way the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy turned out. I think it's super cool, it's super nice to play, and super fun. The first game's still hard as balls, but, you know, it's good to have that and good to see the games of my childhood return in such a gorgeous and beautiful way. And now Spyro the Reignited Trilogy is coming. Curry takeout, huh? Okay. I don't want that. I don't want curry. And now Spyro the Reignited Trilogy is coming. And that's somewhat exciting. I've not played all of the Spyro games, I don't think. I think I played some way more than others. I didn't play the first Spyro all that much. I own the first Spyro, I've just never really played it. I know of its existence, I know you have to get dragon and stuff like that, but I think it was like the third Spyro that I played, like a shit ton of. I can't think of which one it was. I think it was like Ripto's Revenge or something, maybe. I don't know. All I remember is that there was a cheetah in it, and I had a big skateboard, and it was fun. It was a fun game. But that's, you know, returning, and hopefully that's going to be as great as it was back then. I love seeing these games return. It's so good to see them come back and see them be beautiful, gorgeous, and like just so that my nephews and my nieces they can see my niece can play these games and fall in love with them the way that I did at their age. You know, that's basically my strongest feelings on it. It's just like, it's super good. So we do another 10 floors because that light was like 8 minutes. Do another 8 floors. Fuck it. Let's go again. Go to the next stage. Yeah, proceed. So it's just so great to see them being like, wow, you know, like that. Like when my nephews talk about Crash Bandicoot, it's like, yeah, they like Crash Bandicoot. Like, I liked Crash Bandicoot. And I mean, I do like Crash Bandicoot. I still like Crash Bandicoot. And it's just, it's so cool to see that. And hopefully I'll be able to see that again with Spyro. And I want I want more games to do that. I want more games to do like a remastered trilogy edition. It's such a cool idea. It's so good to have like 3 games in like one box. And you know, granted, some of the games I want them to do that with is not the perhaps the not like PS1 classics. Like, I don't get me wrong, I would love for them to do like Dino Crisis, you know, and put them in a single box and remaster those to make them look like fucking Resident Evil engines or some shit. Or, you know, there's like, I'd love for them to do games like Onimusha, you know, like remaster Onimusha in its full glory. But I know that's Capcom and stuff like that, and I don't know whether or not they'll do that, even though you'd think that they would be all about re-releasing games. But it's... My god, we did really well on that, didn't we? Okay. But it's super weird that there's just these 2, you know, there's no more that have been announced. And I wonder if at E3 this year, we're going to see a whole bunch more of these remastered trilogies coming up. Like, you guys know my love for Killzone. I would love Killzone to be remastered on the PS4 with all 3 of them. You know, that'd be fucking great. You know, Jak and Daxter, obviously, which I will talk to you guys a bit in a little bit. But Jak and Daxter, obviously, I'd love to see the Ratchet and Clank series. Ratchet and Clank. See, the thing is, it gets complicated when it gets to PS2 era, right? With PS1 games, it's kind of easy to do, or it's relatively easy to do because they are relatively small games, right? Like they're not as big, they're not got enough space, so the games aren't actually that long. Where PS2 games is where games started to get a little bit longer and a little more, a little better. Basically, PS2 was like a golden era of video games. At the same time, it was a golden era of shitty video games that plagued the PS2 huge library of shitty games. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's like, because Insomniac, obviously Insomniac are working on Spider-Man this at the moment, which we can also talk about in a bit. But is it really just what the just a? Oh no, that's here. Okay, I see. But yeah, so it's just kind of upsetting that I don't think Ratchet and Clank, and I don't think Jak and Daxter, and I don't think anything like that are going to get that level of remake or anything like that, just because I don't think, not because they don't necessarily need it or because they don't want it or anything like that, but just because the companies would probably rather remake them, like one at a time, you know, like it's like they remade that Ratchet and Clank 1, which in some places is really, really cool, and in other places it's just not as good as the first game, in my opinion. And a lot of that comes from the cutscenes. I think the way they told the first story and the way it was just better, in my opinion. I need to go back and play through it, of course. I've not played through the first Ratchet and Clank game since before the new first Ratchet and Clank game came out. But I do remember just preferring it. You know, I preferred the original, especially when I was playing through the new Ratchet and Clank. I was like, this was better in the first one. This was also better in the first one, you know. And the first one's combat was not the best. It was without strifing and all that sort of stuff, or strafing. Sorry, it was very hard. It was very, very difficult, and the second game kind of perfected that, you know. I can deliver eggs to as many for as you desire. You know, I don't think we want any eggs at all, because you'll probably bring me that huge guy. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe we should have asked for eggs, actually, because we probably would have got, like, EXP eggs and shit, right? I don't know. You guys let me know if that was a mistake. But yes, so I don't think they're going to get remade anytime soon, but I'm thinking at E3 we might see a couple. Like, Ubisoft, I kind of expect to maybe pop up with something. I don't know what they pop up with yet, but maybe a Rayman one. That would be funny. Who knows? I don't know, but it would be very interesting. Rayman is a very interesting game, and the new ones I think are a lot better actually than the newer Raymans are a lot better than the old Raymans. But I don't know. I expect them just to pop something up in there conference, just something to fill the gap. I think Sony might pop something in there again, you know, stuff like that. Nintendo, of course. I don't know what Nintendo are going on in their brain, but maybe they'll do something. Who knows? Oh, that was shared damage. Oh, piss. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so I also mentioned Spider-Man at one point, right? During that entire conversation. Spider-Man has been announced for September, the same month as Spyro Reignite trailer. So September is starting to look pretty damn fucking cool. Is this reverse damage? Oh, it's invincible. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be actively fucking with me. Alright, where are you? Invincible is there. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll get Mara out here. And we're going to get Luna out. Mara, you're going to throw Luna. No. You're going to throw Luna. Over here. You were going to go run and pick up this. No. Pick it up. Right, is this still invincible? Of course it is. Alright, now you're going to throw it onto the green. Now they're no longer invincible. We're going to have you burn them to cinders. Easy. Spider-Man's coming out in September. That's cool. I'm excited for Spider-Man. Hopefully it won't just be another Batman. But it's got Insomniac behind it, so I'm pretty confident that it's going to be pretty damn good. I never played that. What was it called? Hyperdrive or whatever it's called. What was it called? Sunset Overdrive, is that it? For the Xbox One. I never played that. It's a game that I wanted to play because it was from Insomniac, and I definitely am a huge Insomniac fan. So I did want to play that. I thought it wasn't actually the best, so I'm not too upset about not playing it, I guess. But Spider-Man, I'm excited. I like Spider-Man games. I like Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 on the PS2 was pretty cool. There was a couple of Spider-Man games on the PS1 when I was a kid that I quite enjoyed. I think I own them, but I don't think I've played them since I was a kid. God knows how they control. But yeah, you know, that should be pretty fun, right? Should be pretty fun. I don't know if we'll play it on the show or not. I think a lot of people are going to be playing that. But we'll definitely do a Strife plays for a while, of course. Because that does look good. It looks like a lot of fun. What else? What else was coming out? Not how much was coming else was like announced release-wise, right? Not that I know of, anyway. I don't want you. I want you. Yeah, not a whole lot releasing that I could also remember that was announced or anything like that. Nothing too exciting, anyway. But anyway, so let's start talking about what's happening on the channel, okay? Because we are coming to a point in the channel where we are running out of stuff. Not running out of stuff as in content-wise, you guys got plenty, don't worry about it, but I mean running out of the two series that we have going are both coming to an end. Digimon is very, very close. The last episode has been uploaded, and you just have to wait till Friday to see the final episode of Digimon. And the final episode of Shadow of the Colossus, I believe, went up today, or yesterday, time of recording today. I believe it went up today. I think that was episode 16, the end of Shadow of Colossus. Now, Shadow of Colossus was fucking awesome. I loved that game. It was so good to play. I really want to play The Last Guardian. In fact, I've ordered The Last Guardian. So if you guys want to see that, we will definitely be playing that as well. But maybe not right away, but we will be definitely be playing it at some point. Okay, the boss is there. Okay, we're on boss stage. We're on boss stage 20. We've done good this time around. Digimon, I've really, really enjoyed just as much as I wouldn't say just as much. A little bit less, but I have enjoyed it just as much as I did the first one. Let's just go ahead and say just as much, despite, because I don't know how else to put it. Digimon takes a lot of cues from the first game. In fact, it takes everything from the first game and just kind of reuses it in a weird way. But nevertheless, it was enjoyable to play. We played all the way through Digimon right to the end. It's very cool. I hope you guys enjoy the ending to that. I don't know In fact, no, I won't talk about it. I won't talk about it because I don't want to spoil it. So hopefully you guys will just go check that out and enjoy the ending of Digimon Cyber Sleuth 2. It's very, very cool, very, very fun to do. And replacing Digimon, which is the announcement that we should be focusing on, replacing Digimon is Jack 3. We played Jack 2 earlier in the year, and we really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed playing it. You guys seem to really enjoy watching it, so I'm glad that that was a thing. I really wanted to play Jack 3 because I was still in the mood to play Jack and Daxter. So we're doing that. I'm kind of on like a platforming slash like fighting slash like old sort of PS2 era like sort of kick right now. I'm playing a lot of that sort of stuff. So Jack 3 is on its way to you. It will be up the day after the finale of Digimon. Now, replacing Shadow of the Colossus, I have not recorded any of it yet. Okay, I have not recorded any of it yet, but I'm going to record some of it after this. It is Ukulele. I've never played Ukulele. I have no idea what to expect from Ukulele. You should see it tomorrow. You should see episode 1 up tomorrow for Ukulele. I have no idea what to expect, really. I know it's made by the same people who made like Banjo-Kazooie and stuff like that. I wasn't the biggest fan of Banjo-Kazooie, so I don't know what to expect. Basically, I don't know what to expect from it all that much. But it was another one of those games that was just on Kickstarter, and I didn't kickstart it because I didn't really know what it was. In fact, I've never really kickstarted a game just because of lack of funds, I guess. I'm not really sure why, but the last game that I was like, I really wanted to kickstart that was Mighty Number 9, and that was garbage. But we played that, and we had a fun time recording that anyway. So even if this is bad, some people say it's not very good. Some people say it's brilliant. So I don't really know how to feel about Ukulele, but we'll make up our own mind when we play it. I hope you guys are excited to watch Ukulele. I'll be going completely blind. I've never watched anyone play any of it. I've never watched anybody talk about it. I think actually, sorry, I have seen the Completionist talk about it, but I didn't really like watch a lot of his video. I just listened to it more or not. But hopefully, it should be good. It should be super good to do. I'm excited to play through that. I don't know whether or not we'll do a full playthrough. Depends on how you guys react and if you guys really like it or not. But I don't know what it'd be replaced with either at the moment. So, but anyway, it took me a while. The end of Digimon and the end of Shadow of the Colossus are both like, I don't know what's next. So I had to like really think about it and have a look. And I think that's what we're doing next. I hope you guys are excited for that. I know Jack and Daxter, or Jack 3, and Ukulele are kind of similar in like platforming genre. Hopefully that shouldn't be too much of an issue, because hopefully they're both really cool games. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are excited about that. Let me know about anything like that you're excited for in the comments below. If you got any suggestions, also shove that in the comments below. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.